Good evening, guys. It's 5:54 p.m. Today is Thursday, January 13, and today we have a trend down day, but I did not see that coming, so it was not foreseen. So, but anyway, let's start. So ES now price is balancing and slowly moving higher, holding higher in a tight range, equal to less writing, right? Here it's a very less writing today. So it's point to point today, Globex high and 1415 are important for buyers to hold it above aggressively and tag 47.43. For sellers, the same area they have to defend, So below both this area, Globex high and 43, basically 24 and 14, above buyers, below sellers, That is how you have to view it, these things, Overall, it's a garbage between this range, and price came close to today to 20, right? I think 40. So another 20 point down, and it is still okay within the range, right? Same story as ES. See, there is no writing here. Level to level. This, and this, and this. That's it. Below all buyers, above all buyers, below all sellers. Russell, same story, Dow, these things, bold areas, that means above buyers, below sellers, it is that simple. And then you have to just manage it, because overall it's a bullish environment, right? Crude, longs, right? Gold, no trading, correct? So with that, right here, correct? So vertical line, okay, at this point onwards, which is 10:45:11, right? I was out. So until I came back, it was around here, right here. So basically all the move is gone, Actually when I came back, it was here, ES was right here at around probably 3 o'clock, right? So basically I missed the move, and I decided not to trade even, I was watching these things, but it was already far gone, the way NQ was coming down. I usually don't chase, right? If I miss it, I miss it, right? So that's fine, See, missing a trend day is not a good thing. Yes, I agree, right? But it also at the same time nothing to worry about, because consistency matters. Missing a trend day 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 does not matter, because 20% of the time only trend day happens, right? 80% of the time they are the neutral up or down or neutral days. So if you build a consistency in 80% of the days, right, out of 220 days of the year, and get consistently few points out of the market, you can easily survive in this market and make a lot of money, versus just worrying about trend days, missing out trend days. Okay, so I know a lot of people missed out today, and they must be, like, hey, cursing it and thinking about it, why did I miss out, right? But anyway, think about this. Even though if you are able to get on board, let's say from here, from the top, would you be able to hold it till here? That's the question, right? See, missing out trend day, people always says, I missed out the trend day, I missed out trend days, right? But what does it mean? Missed out means what? Are you supposed to, or are you able to write down all these things? Have you ever in the life even wrote down entire trend day? No, right? That means you are not missing. Even though, let's say, if you shorted here or here, I am sure you must have built out right here somewhere, So few points, right? It's not a trend day. Then you are not riding a trend day. You are just getting few points like a regular day, right? And then when this thing happened, are you going to short right here, right? And even though if you shorted it, how many points you will get? Another chunk, right? Another 5-10 points, and then you will bail out like this. See, so it's a trend day. It looks like a trend day, but basically most of the day traders are trading like a regular days, right? 5 point here, 10 point here, 5 point here, 10 point here, 5 point here, So most likely you will get 20-30 points in a trend day. But trend day is from 30 to here, 100 point. Out of 100 point, you're only getting 30 points, 6 days. So if you're regularly getting 8 points from the markets, or 5 point or 10 points, It's like a 5 days worth of profit in one day, right? And then you are worrying about this one day, right? But think about if you increase the consistency of those 5 days out of 80% of the time, right? Then overall it will be more than missing out this 30 points for today, so keep that in mind, always. Okay, so now let's talk about today, right? So I will quickly cover it up. So right of the open, right? So I was saying bullish disconnect, not of the open, but when price came to the fill, right? AD was strong, right? So you have to view it like this way, like this. So there is no trend day sign today, because it was strong bullish disconnect. Yes, AD was trending down here, but they were holding very well in a positive territory. Look at the momentum in the morning. First time it dip here. Guys, I got a phone call in between, but anyway, so first time dip, right? So, and it's a bullish market overall, and price is still hovering around 15. Remember, 15 and 24 above buyers, below sellers, right? So far there is no sign, right? Then momentum switched, right, to the downside. So fine, but we can't short it here, right? So I'm just explaining you what's going on. So in this process, in the morning when price was holding, we got a long here. So this is a pre-market long, right, from here, at the breakout. Then there was a long right here, which we took it right here, and then price was chopping around here, right? And we were watching NQ. So the way NQ was doing here, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, I said in Discord, hold on to your long, hold on to your long, But then finally around 9:45 or 50 or somewhere, I said, you know what? I cannot give more time to this trade. Something is off, I cannot hold it. So move your stop to 30. 30 is where I build out. So that's where I build out at 30. And then I said 30. There were sellers from 30, and I'm not going to short because yesterday I shorted at 30 right here, right? Because yesterday everything was good, but today it was a different case, because yesterday overnight there was no breakout like this. See, these things, they're stepping up, all these things. Today it's a different story, Today we had a breakout, all this thing, multiple breakouts, price was holding here, and plus it was holding above both this buyers area now. So it's better not to short unless price goes below it like this, right? So even I attempted a long here, see, then price went into my favor, almost 7-8 points. Then it came down, I bailed out, it went down here like this, I shorted at 15, then it was ping-ponging here, and NQ was also chopping around, So I gave up. I said, you know what, it's a choppy day, I do not want to close to, because it was very close to 15, so I did not want to give back my profit, and I was not expecting a trend down day considering this bullish disconnect and all this thing, so I bailed out and I left. I had to go out, so I left. Then this thing happened, right? So now what? Now even 4700, actually I was there watching it, I did not left until this time period or so, I think. So I was watching. So price came down straight to here, right? So NQ came down straight to this area. That was important support, 728, 762. So now looking at this move, which was not expected, and the way it happened, slice through it, and still internals were like this. Like this, still AD was holding above zero line. There is no liquidation kind internals. Yes, price was tanking, but it can reverse too. Actually it was exhausted straight down. If you look at 30-minute and higher time frame, into 4700 round number, this support, and NQ was here, right? And then you are seeing this. So I say, you know what, there is no trend day sign here. Price is going to do ping pong, right? So that's where I left, right? And then it did bounce from here. You can see it actually. See, Even in this quote I said above 07 and 762 I'm interested to go long, and above 810, 820 it will confirm it. If it goes above it, and ES has to go above this, so they both went up to this point, here, right? And then here I put a statement in this quote when I was out that 825, 833 is a good exit for NQ, only NQ. No, I did not mention ES at that time, but ES 15, yes, you have to cover some, right? Then here I said 12, draw a line at 12. Basically I said 47.12 important to watch in ES. That was the real time level, and the moment price went through it, right, that was the sign, first sign. Ideally it should have held for buyers, the way it went higher. NQ 762 was important level because that's where the long was. We traded a long, right? So when it went below 762, that was the sign something is off. Price wants to go down further. Below 12, weakness. 07 back below, weakness. That's where you can short, right here, or breakdown. Now you can take a breakdown with NQ, both of them. See, NQ no shorts until then. Here you can take a short now, and then ideally you would expect 500. So it depends on how you manage it and sit through this chop, but finally this is another short. You can take it 500 out, right? Yes, you have no choice based on the internals. Look at this, see, garbage, right? Plus 580. So based on this, there is no way you can hold on and expect a trend down day more, right? So you have to bail out here at a support. Then it went higher, right? So now you can't go long because the structure is still step down, balance down, balance down. That is what your expectation is, right? So unless price goes above this, then you can go long. But in this case, they step up, boom, down, balance, down. You can go short here, profit here, and then let it go. So that's how the day ended today. Still I don't believe in today's down move. So NQ has to prove it. So ES 46, 30, 20 is a very good area. Okay. For NQ it has to prove it now. So it's the sixth time it tested 500. So below 500, ideally tomorrow you want to see gap down and go down. You do not want to see gap up and go higher, or open here and go higher, and then take out, let's say 728. You want to NQ to open gap down below this and go down, further down. The more it goes down, yes, it will bounce back up a little bit, but at least that was you want to see tomorrow. Okay. And I still don't believe in this rally, but we have to go with the levels. If it's holding below it, we have to assume sellers are there. Back above, we have to assume ping pong could be in the play, and that'll be all for today.